I said, all right, this has got to stop. I got to make a change. And I am not a hamster wheel guy that's going to go on the treadmill. So the first one I talk about is hard knocks. And this is another way of saying your failures. A lot of talk has been done. John Maxwell does a lot of talk about failing forward and how to learn from your challenges that you have. And this is really the crux of stress being a gift, where whatever it is that's causing us stress is what's going to cause us to learn to grow our capacity going forward. So thinking back to hard times on your life, and then think forward on the hard things you're going to face, where you're going to purposefully put yourself in a difficult situation to grow your capacity. So that's where hard knocks come in. Athletics, how many of you guys do anything athletically right now? And it could be just going to the gym. It could be on a sports team, and could be running a marathon like my wife just did a couple weeks ago. There's a lot of capacity building that comes along with doing athletic adventures. One of the things for me, when we moved to Minnesota, I gained about 50 pounds in the financial services business. It's exactly what you think, right? And I know you guys don't do this, but like lunch and happy hour for 6 hours on like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday with clients, and like dinners and retreats and conferences, food and drink like all day long. And so I gained 50 pounds. I got up to the 231 pounds at my peak. And when we moved to Minnesota, I said, all right, this has got to stop. I got to make a change. And I am not a hamster wheel guy that's going to go on the treadmill. I'm not a triathlon guy, but I love playing basketball. And so I went and found myself a group of guys that play basketball. And what was cool about this group, what started out is just want to play some basketball, burn a few calories, get the heart rate up. It's a whole new family. And like when I got introduced to the group, it was like, yep, we start at 6 and we play till 7. I'm like, perfect. Because I'm way out of shape, and that's probably all the time that I can do it. If you haven't subscribed, click the subscribe button below so that you know every time I upload a new video, so you can be encouraged and equipped to build your best life. And what I learned over time is I get there. So I get there at 6 and they'd already started. So then I get there at 5:50 and it's like, well, they already started. Then I get there at 5:40 and I still wasn't in the first 10. And what I learned was I had to get there before 5:30 if I want to warm up, get a couple shots in, and be in the first group of 10 to start playing. Well, imagine the amount of capacity, because that was something I really wanted to do, and it forced me to get up earlier than I had ever gotten up in my life consistently, and put me around the type of people that get up at 4:30 in the morning to go work on their body and have relationship with other people. So that's just a quick example of the type of capacity you can build by a simple athletic adventure. Education from your family. How many of you guys have like a really cool person in your family who's super smart or has been really successful in their life? Not a lot of hands going up. Okay. Fair enough. And I'll talk a little bit about it later. I'm going to give you permission for everyone who didn't raise their hand. I'm going to give you permission to actually separate yourself from the relationships that aren't productive in your family. But family can also be a good entree to where, because you have the same last name or some kind of relation, there's someone that you can have access to learn from as a mentor and teach you how they did what they did, because you have that common tie of family.